I'm telling you, this is, it's as far as it goes. Like, there's a gap here. There's a significant gap. Mammoth, you got to help me out. Hook a brother up. Get some hats that fit. Merry Christmas, everybody. We finally made it to the end. It's Christmas morning. Everyone has discovered how many boxes of kids' toys that have to be assembled there are, and you're going to be doing that for the rest of eternity. And you're going to probably put a strong one to get through it. So hope you're enjoying your morning here on Christmas Day. This is the last video. Well, it's the second to last video. It's the last tasting video. I'm doing a double Bourbon Advent Calendar blind tasting here on the channel. I've got a double blind bottle on the right, no idea what's in it, and a single blind $100 or greater bottle on the left that I, this time, know exactly what it is. By the power of elimination, my Christmas present today is Old Forester 1924 in this bottle. So we're gonna get to that in a moment, but we'll go ahead and get pouring here. I don't know, whatever came out of that first bottle smelled fantastic from here. So that's, maybe whoever did these decided to throw something good in at the end on both of them. You'll also notice my emotional support bottle has upgraded itself a little bit today. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but we're just gonna let it kind of hang out and center the mood of the room here for a second. Bottle number one, double blind bottle. Fruity, Fruit City. Red Fruit City, might I say. That smells really good. You know, I'm not gonna say anything yet. I'm not saying anything. It's red fruit, it's sweet, it's vanilla, it's crispy. You know, it's got that crispiness smell, kind of a crispy smell to it. I said crispy a lot. Wow, we're gonna call this episode crispy. Oh, it smells so good. So I'm gonna say something here that if I'm wrong, I'm gonna cut it out, but I just wanna say it now so that if I'm right, I get to say it before I tasted it. That smells just like Stag Junior. Now, that would be very interesting if they threw in a bunch of random bottles and then for Christmas morning, they threw a Stag Junior at us. But boy, does it smell just like it. If it's burning and, you know, ripping hot, we know that there's a good chance. Let's take a taste. Not Stag Junior. I am disappointed. It actually tastes like it's like 95 proof. So, God, what has a nose on it that's insane. The nose on this is a 9. Like, this is just about as good as it gets to me. The taste was like a 5. It's got some grassiness to it. I mean, that's so weird. The smell and the palate do not match on this one. Maybe a little bit of a rye spice to it. That's weird. It's got a lot of Heaven Hill character in the palate to me, but not on the nose. Maybe it's, you know, it could be like one of those grain to glasses or something. Like those I think are, no, they're not 100 proof. They're higher than that. Does Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond smell that good? If it does, man, I mean, this smells phenomenal and just lets you down on the palate for sure. The taste department is a bit lacking. Man, I think it's a 90 on the nose and a 50 on the taste. That's a 70. That's a 70. Okay. The final pour of Advent. The Christmas present pour itself. The Old Forester 1924 in my semi-clean glass. You guys want to crowdfund a new dishwasher for me? Oh, that does smell very nice. That smells rich. That just smells rich and thick. 2 C's thick. I get like some leather. Man. God, that's interesting. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but the rumor I had heard was when Early Times Bottle and Bond switched from the black plastic caps to the blue metal caps, the black caps were Brown-Forman and the blue caps are Saz. Those are 4-year 100 proof Bottle and Bond. The other part of what I heard was, being Brown-Forman, this is essentially it's basically 10-year-old of the same liquid from Old Forester. So I don't know if that's true. Let me know in the comments if that's correct or if I'm completely off base here. But the assumption I'm under is this is effectively the high-end version of what Early Times Bottle and Bond is, which I love that stuff. I keep 4 or 5 of those on hand at all times. I just snagged another one last week. I haven't seen it in 2.5 years, so when you see one, it's like you gotta grab it. But, and I also think I had heard that, like, out of the entire Whiskey Row series, those are all the same mash bill, I think. Is that correct? I don't know. But this is like the first new mash bill that Old Forester's used technically, since it's the other liquid. I don't know. This could be a complete nonsense story hour here. So somebody correct me down below and let me know if I nailed that or if I am just completely in the weeds and don't know what I'm talking about. Probably a little both. Chocolate and leather and a little bit of, I don't know if I want to say like raisin, but something kind of just delicious smell. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. That is incredibly approachable. That's just smooth. It's smooth, but you can taste that age. You can taste the barrel, that oak. You can taste that you know it's been in there 10 years. You get a lot of that barrel, but not so much it's overwhelming. Just enough oak. It doesn't like dry you out with tannins or anything where it's like really oaky. It's kind of like, to me, it's like on the perfect threshold. Like I get a little bit of that wood dryness now, 10, 15 seconds after I drank, but it's very pleasant. Very pleasant. Yeah, I get some of that chocolate and tobacco even on the palate. That is really good. Now, there are 2 problems with this bottle. Problem 1 is you can't find it. And that's kind of the only problem you need to know. I mean, I've never even seen one. I mean, I know they float around here and there, but you're gonna probably be going to secondary market for these unless you get real lucky. They just have been all scooped up and there aren't a ton of them floating around to the best of my knowledge. The other problem is the price. I think these MSRP at like $125, if I'm not mistaken. $125, $130. It is 10-year. It's a 100 proofer. It's 10 years, but I mean, to me, I don't love spending that money on lower proof stuff, but I mean, I've done it. I mean, I've got that, oh yeah, I've got that High West Burr Rye in there that was like $140 and it's 93 proof. I contradict myself at every turn, but that's one of the things people have complained about is like, it's good, but is it 125 good? If this was like the next step up from 1920, I think 1920 is like 63, 65 bucks. If this was $80 or even $90, I feel like it'd be a buy. Like it'd be an easy, just, that makes a lot of sense for it to continue. Like, hey, it's the next elevation of the Whiskey Row series, but yeah, being 40, 50 bucks more than that, it's kind of a stretch for me. I did like it. I mean, that's like I think it's like give it like an 82. That's a pretty solid rating for me. It was really tasty. I liked it a lot. It was a nice bottle. What a nice way to end the tasting here. Or so you thought. You know what? We gotta enjoy our emotional support bottle here for Christmas Day and have a little bit of our dear friend George T. while we close out Advent 2024 here on the Original Barber YouTube channel. This is 2023, I think. 2023, it's the 135 proof batch. Just starting to see old George there in the back of the label, starting to drink him out of his prison. This is the real Christmas gift right here. Little George T. Stagg for Christmas. Oh my Lanta. That's just a whole nother league of smell and I know taste when we get to it. That was one of my special occasion bottles that I'd sat on for a while and finally had a good reason to open it a few months ago. And now it vanishes. Once they're open, they go fast. It's hard to keep that stuff in the bottle. It just goes. Man, oh man. Well, I really appreciate you all coming and checking out this video. I'm not going to give any tasting notes on this guy today. I'm going to leave you in the lurch on that, but I'm going to enjoy it thoroughly myself. We'll do another video here. If you guys want to see some more bourbon tasting videos, I clearly have, quite a library we can do a lot of stuff with, but we'll do a stag video someday and have a bigger, a broader conversation about that one and some of its younger friends in there too. I do have a couple of videos on the channel. I'll either link them above right here, up above right now, or I'll throw them in the end cards at the end of the video. I've got 2 Bourbon Trail trips, that I filmed videos on and kind of showed you where we went, Buffalo Trace and Heaven Hill and Beam and a bunch of other places. I'll link those so you can take a look. Those were a lot of fun. Those did pretty well on the channel. People really liked kind of the hunting side and seeing, these places, these like historic monuments, basically. Man, that smells good. We gotta have a taste. Oh yeah, that's Christmas in a glass right there. But anyway, yeah, a couple Bourbon Trail videos. Go check those out. You'll probably get a kick out of them. Let me know on those too if you see any spots you want me to go back to and check out, or dive into a bit more. I'm gonna try to film a bit more at them this year. We kind of were hitting, doing some hit and run stuff at places. Last time it was tough to really, stick around for a long time and film everything. I'm gonna try to do a bit better job. We're going back this March, so I'm hoping that by the end of March I will have the 3rd edition of the Bourbon Trail trip uploaded to the channel. So think late March, early April, we'll have that up. Man, I don't ever want this glass to empty. I really don't want that bottle to ever empty. I got super lucky they even found that thing, and getting another one's gonna be tough, but thank you all so much for stopping by and watching not just this video, but the whole 25-part series. There will be one more video coming. I just don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm gonna put together kind of a final tally. We'll probably I'm gonna go through and get all the ratings from every bottle. I'll compile a list, especially once I get the double blind list and find out what everything was. So we can talk about what I rated things, and I'll be able to tell you all what all those things were. So I don't know if I'm gonna get that on the 26th, or if I'm not gonna get it till middle of January. I have no idea when it's coming out. So as soon as I have that, I'll put together one more video. I'll have a quick conversation, chat about all that. But thanks again for all the support on these, and hopefully we'll have some more to come. So enjoy your Christmas with your family, your loved ones, and we will see you on the next one. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks.